Hello, and thank you for joining. My name is Kristina-Gorin, and today I'll be demonstrating an app that I invented and named Clicker. To start, let's look at some mockups that will be useful in understanding the functionality of this app, what it's supposed to do. So all this app does is it helps you to track things that otherwise might be challenging to keep track of. For example, I would like to know how many times in my life have I been to a concert. So what I would do is, as a user, when I enter this app, all I see is the logo and this plus button. I click on the plus button, and now I can enter the title of my item. It's going to be concerts. And every time I go to a concert, I open this app and I click the plus button. You'll also notice that there is a notes button, and this is what that would look like. It would be the name of the item. In my case, it would be concerts, and whatever notes I'd like to add for me to remember, as well as a button to delete the said item and a button to go back to my main view. And now as a user, every time I add an item, it's going to be displayed here, column after column. And obviously, if I delete it, it will be gone. As simple as that. Now, to do this, I started with backend, and for backend, I use Java, Spring Boot, and MySQL, as well as MySQL Bench. And the challenge for me was that I was completely unfamiliar with those tools, while I was familiar with the concept of an API, and that is something that we've done during the bootcamp. However, doing that in Java was completely new to me. So as you can see, like I said, the functionality of the app is very simple. So then all we really needed is the main method that's going to run our Clicker application, as well as the model for the item, controller, and repository. So now let's take a look at the controller. You can see how I structured my responses. For example, as we mentioned, when the user first interacts with the app, a new item will be created. So that would be this post request right here. That will be allowing us to create a new item, and the title of the item would be less than 10 characters. Or we talked about increasing or decreasing the count. You can see down here, there are put requests that do exactly that when a user clicks the plus button, count goes up, and obviously minus, count goes down. And that is really everything that I would like you to know about the backend of my app. In conclusion, I'd like to add that you can find the repo on my GitHub that is linked below under this video. You can also see a README file there that will further explain how to interact with my code. Of course, I am looking forward to developing versions 2, 3, and 4 that will provide the front end for the user, and that will provide the user with a simple app to track things in their life that otherwise might be a little bit challenging to track. Whoever finds that useful, I know I would. Thank you so much for joining me today. It has been a very challenging and very exciting process for me. I have learned a lot in such a short time, and I am looking forward to continue working on this project and hopefully using it in the near future.